Oh no, I just tore something off the sink, but it's okay, it goes back on. Thought I was grabbing the little squirter thing, sprayer. And I am, another vote for slow cooker liner has changed my life. It seriously, it is life-changing. If you've gone your whole life using no liner and then you go into using a liner, lid off first. Oh man, I always put it on top of the lid and it never actually cooks anything. So I just have to eat raw pork. You're cooking spaghetti and meatballs? I was looking up a spaghetti and meatball recipe yesterday, but I was going to try to do it in the slow cooker and I was like, is that even necessary to slow cook it? But I'm trying to do like dump and go type recipes so I don't have to worry too much about it. How do can I take this? Will this come off? It's not letting me unscrew it, so I'm guessing no. What's up, Rogue? Hi. So this is the fun part where I'm gonna take my ring off. You just stab it everywhere. I've done a pork shoulder roast before where you make slits in it and you stuff garlic cloves in. I kind of want to do that. But the only seasoning is going to be salt. And it's so good because the pork already has a ton of flavor. I love it. And the prep obviously is just this. It's super easy. And you just slap it into your slow cooker and you're good to go. After we do the salt. I gotta do the salt. Have you ever seen John Williams at Hollywood Bowl? It's this weekend. I'm worried it will be. Oh, I've never seen it, but I really Blake's my brother-in-law's seen it, and he said it's really cool. Is that the one where they put parts of the movie up and they play the music live from the different movies? Chicken Barf, you just watched the eyeball scene on YouTube. It was aight. Oh man, pork shoulder. Yeah. I think Ryan wants to see that sometime too. Blake made it sound really good. No, I don't think I ever saw that show. How much salt? 1.5 tablespoons of salt. How do I want to do this? I'm trying to only touch. Oh, okay, well, I guess I gotta keep washing my hands. Music live, him conducting in scenes from the movies, and tons of people have lightsabers in the audience. That sounds pretty cool. Hey, Matthew Onion. Oh, are you gonna fall? Are you gonna fall? Maybe if I get the salt on there before it falls, that'd be good. That's cool. Thank you for turning. That's really helpful, actually. Thank you, pork roast. I'm not doing this. It's a ghost pork. Thank you. Okay. No, I gotta wash my hands again. It's falling again. No, no! Ghost pork pog. Ah, okay. Okay, that's probably enough. So we just kind of get the salt that was there, get it on this side a little, and on the bottom a little. Oh, there was? Oh, that's interesting. That's super random. Why was there a lightsaber meetup yesterday? Okay, then we just drop this in. and then slow cook it for 6 hours. Magic, magic, magic. And then you have, excuse me, tons of pork to use for all different things. I'll be using these for sure for tacos tonight. I need to go grab, the grocery store I went to didn't have cotija cheese or cabbage, and I need to get tortillas. Thanks, Matthew. Yeah, as long as it stays on the tray, we're good. I asked a girl to go, hopefully she says yes. Oh, love interest, Larry? Where did you guys meet? It is 1:30, which means it should be ready at 7:30. But that's about when we eat anyway, so it's good. This smells so good. Slight error with the audio then. There was some weird echo when you said magic, magic, magic. That? Did it happen again? She's a violinist, met on a music gig, but she loves the music of John Williams. Nice. Nice. I'll Google to see if I can figure it out. Okay, please do. Thank you. This recipe actually calls for liquid smoke, but I don't have any, so I didn't do it. Say quack and see if it echoes. Quack. It's not working. Is it working? Quack. Did that one echo? Magic, magic, magic. Did it happen again? Will you ever invite your mom to cook with you on your Twitch channel? We've actually done that a bunch of times. Usually when I go visit home, I've cooked with her. So she's been on my stream actually quite a bit. She was pretty resistant at first. Mom, if you're watching, thanks for being on my stream. Only because she didn't feel super comfortable on camera, which, to be honest, I wasn't super comfortable on camera when I first started. But I've since gotten pretty much everyone in my family to go on camera with me. Magic ducks. One of my favorite stream events that I've ever done with my family was a progressive kind of cooking show where I went from family member's house to family member's house, and I got to be with them and their kids while we cooked something different at each place. And it was sort of like a potluck, or not potluck, but like a progressive dinner type of thing. And then I think that was the one where we ended up at my parents' house and we sang like Christmas carols or something. I'm trying to remember if that was... No, well, I know for sure the one where we did Christmas carols, it was that exact streaming day that I got partnered. Because I got partnered on December 22nd, and that's when I was doing this big stream. And they were trying to tell me that I got partnered while I was streaming with my family, but I missed their message. I think they DM'd me. But anyway, that was pretty cool. I feel like that was back when Twitch felt smaller. Like, I don't know. Talking of parents, do you know if your dad got the stuff? No worries if you don't need to check. He hasn't mentioned it to me, but I'm sure he did. Your jalapeno challenge with your brother was a good one too. I'll see if I can check with him, Benny. That was, we were just talking about that because I just visited my brother in Texas a week and a half ago. And we had gone to a Mexican restaurant, and we were ordering, he and I, well, a couple of us ordered like a beverage, and I got a jalapeno margarita, or it was like a spicy margarita. And then he was like, he brought that up. He was like, remember when we did the jalapeno thing? And I was like, oh man, those jalapenos were like monster spicy, because jalapenos have a range, their Scoville unit range is wide-ish. for like a not a very spicy pepper, but oh my goodness, they were so spicy. It was insane. It was not even, and we muddled, so we tried to eat them straight and without any milk. We were drinking horchata, and it was like, obviously there's no actual milk in that, so that was dumb. I don't think we thought that it was going to help. That's what we did, and we were thinking maybe it would help a little, and it just didn't. And then after that, I was trying to like muddle up some jalapeno to put into like a margarita, and I muddled it too much, or the spice was too hot, and it was so spicy neither of us could drink that margarita. So you just need a berry for spice, like the one for sour. Oh yeah, that seems like it could be really dangerous, actually. It's fine, no rush. Was just passing thought, just like to know if it didn't get lost in the post. But honestly, it's not high on my list. Okay. Grilled jalapenos. I've done a grilled cheese with jalapenos and cream cheese, like cheese, cream cheese, and jalapenos. That's really good. But I haven't had like grilled just jalapenos. Okay, are you on? Okay, it's on. Next, let's see, what should we do? We could probably prep the white onion for tonight. And what else are we doing? I could probably prep the cilantro. Disgusting. Smells really good in here. Okay, I'm just going to chop up some of this for our tacos tonight. Hello, Caroline. My brother, when we were visiting, he was chopping up some stuff because he was grilling some food for a potluck thing. And he was chopping the onion. He's like, don't judge my chopping. I know you're better at that. And I was like, no, I'm not. I don't have I'm not a professional chopper. And it was just funny how he was wanting me not to watch him. There we go. Like, brother, I don't know what I'm doing either. So, to be honest, if it chops, if you get it to where you want it to be, doesn't really matter how you do it, as long as you're safe. I know, so much hate. Gonna get these, we're gonna put these as toppings for our tacos. Get the onion chopper. Oh, the slap chop. Are you talking about the slap chop? I've never worn goggles. I don't think I own any goggles. Can you wear sunglasses? Should we do this? That might be enough, actually. We're good. 2016. Whoa. Get to the choppa. Oh. I got you. I'm picking up what you're putting down now. Onion. I'm going to do a mix of red cabbage and lettuce. It was going to be regular cabbage and red cabbage, or like, green cabbage and red cabbage, but I'm just going to do it this way because that's what they had at the grocery store. And I like some crunch in my tacos. Will you keep my artwork if I send it to your PO box? Yes, absolutely. It is, what size are you thinking? Just so I can know if that will work. We just put this in one of these. Just realized this is not straight. Is that better? I think that's better. Please obtain steampunk goggles ASAP. That I'll get right on that. The board was confusing you? Oh. Well, there's a card for me. Oh, yay! Okay. Thank you. I will make a trip. I once sent her a 300-pound butter sculpture of a hippo, and she has it set up in the living room. This is true. 18 by 24. Canvas of Tinkerbell. 18 by 20. I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of how... Yeah, that should work. My P.O. box isn't that big, but when it's something that's bigger than my P.O. box, they just keep it outside, and then they give me a little card, and then I pick it up. So yeah, that would work. Got some pre-shredded lettuce. Ooh, that smells good. Love that smell. I'm gonna add some cabbage into it. I've never been to Harry Potter World, Universal Studios. That would be a fun date. Do you mean the one in Florida? Isn't there a bigger one? It's bigger in Florida, right? These pieces are kind of large. Need smaller pieces. Thinner pieces. I'll just grab all the thin pieces. You've been to the Florida Harry Potter? Oh, so Chai got to experience his first time going to Disneyland this past weekend. So Chai, can you tell the chat what your impression of Disneyland is now that you've had a Disney experience? LA has one. They have a Harry Potter World, but it's pretty small. I don't think it's the same magnitude of the Florida one. I think that one's pretty extra cool. The sun was out. There were some other Disney things, I guess. Okay. Yes, reviews and thoughts, please. A little more. Live stream in a zoo? Yes, I'm trying to remember if I ever have. I would, yeah. If that was something that people wanted. I've been sticking mostly with the Disney stuff for the YouTube because that's what I've kind of found is most expected and most enjoyed by the general community. Okay, we've got some cabbage and lettuce. Hey, Jose.
Come here, you stupid llama.
Just getting some toppings ready for our tacos tonight. Tacos are actually really easy to make. I feel like the hardest part about tacos is the toppings. It's not a hard part, it's just like the more time-consuming part. Does not want to watch 8 hours of Animal Hinds. Ah, you know my brand. Just a little bit on the safari at Disney World. That's all you can handle. And we'll do cilantro. I think this is the last thing I'm going to prep. I might do that after I do one more thing. So I've got, on Wednesday, I'm going to be making, let's see, or am I going to do this Thursday? Skin on chicken thighs, salt and pepper, coconut milk, basil, curry, chili, red onion, garlic, jalapenos, ginger. Okay, I'll just do this. I might just do this stuff on Wednesday or Thursday. I did find out that the Casey Jr. voice is just as creepy in person as on video. I think I can. Taylor Swift, I guess, wants us to meet her soon at midnight. Pig or chicken? It's pig. Pork for this one. And then the curry thing that I was talking about is chicken. How was Space Mountain on Saturday? Fine. So I have found a medication to take over the counter that's called Bonine, and you take it, one or two of the little like chewable things, and it gets rid of your motion sickness. That's what it claims, and I've tested it. I'm going to test it again tomorrow on Incredicoaster and Guardians of the Galaxy probably, but I tested it on, I did I did Star Tours and then Space Mountain right after, which both don't go well for me, and I felt nothing. I felt no dizziness, no nausea, none of that. And so I took it again. I figured out if I take it the night before it's in my system once, I take one thing and then I take the second one in the morning. Bonine, yes. I take it in the morning before, like at least an hour before I go on a ride, and I'm okay. I did Space Mountain on Saturday and was fine. And then tomorrow I'm going to test it. If I'm actually really worried that Incredicoaster it's not going to work because it's so intense. But if it works, I will be completely sold. And also, related question, how likely is it that my brain is so powerful that now that it trusts it or believes it, it can actually get rid of dizziness or nausea? Because that's physical. How powerful is your mental state to squash the physical results? I'm curious. I think so too, Penguin. Because that one I had to sit down for like 10 minutes. As I was walking off, I was like, okay, I need to sit down. I need to sit down because I do not feel good at all. So you were high on medication when I met you? No. I had one tiny little thing for motion sickness. I bet you $500 it gets rid of it. Oh, there is news on that too. Is there? Okay. We can talk later. What if someone takes it before getting drunk or high? You do not want to take it with alcohol. Do not take it with alcohol. It warns against that. It says that it can possibly have like a sleepy effect on you, and it's way more intense if you've had alcohol. So, I thought the same thing about Christine's voice after officially meeting her. Super creepy. Hey, what? Wait, who is this? Who is the Boat 9? We're talking about Bonine. Boat 9. It's Bonine, and it's an anti-motion sickness medication. And I've heard people have said that they've used it for morning sickness. They've used it for cancer treatment. I think Bonine is the one that I was reading because you get nausea with that. And I've heard that people have had good results getting rid of the, it's supposed to be for motion sickness, but it like, what I think it's doing, because they said it's like blocking the histamine response, and it feels like you can still feel disoriented and like dizzy, but you don't get the nausea that comes with it. So you can feel like in Space Mountain, you're going through this like tunnel initially, and there's like all this stuff like spinning around you. And I usually close my eyes for that part because it trips out my brain. And so I kept my eyes open because I was like, I'm testing this. And I felt it. Okay. I felt it, and I felt the like disorienting feeling, but I didn't get the nausea that comes with it. Zolfran, is that That's doctor prescribed, right? It smells like fall in here. Oh, I think I actually know what you're going to say. I might know what you're going to say. Yes, 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 yes. I actually I copied and I was going to paste the video in your, because there's one video. Yep, yep, yep. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Why are you the way that you are? Zolfran's name is on Dancitron. Oh wow, Callie, that's amazing. Sorry, is it prescribed or is it over the counter? Double pear martini, that sounds really good. I just, out of curiosity, went and checked today. No, it smells like fall. It doesn't smell like winter yet. It's prescribed, okay. I think I'm gonna do the jalapeno, no, not jalapeno. I'm gonna do the cilantro now. Winter's next month, yeah. Wait until September for winter. We've been celebrating fall for like 2 months. Oh, gotcha, okay. Thanks for the info. I think that's what people were recommending to me, but I wanted to try all the over-the-counter stuff first. So I tried Dramamine non-drowsy. I tried, which is just ginger basically. I tried the C bands, the like pressure point bands. I tried those. And neither of those worked for me. I tried those and then I went on Incredicoaster. And that ride goes upside down. And then it's going relatively fast and then it just abruptly stops and that's what kills me. That's what makes me feel sick. My mother-in-law takes it for her cancer treatment. I've taken it after surgeries and migraine nausea too. Interesting. After surgeries, is that because you get nausea coming out of the anesthesia? Because I get that every single time I've had my wisdom teeth. So I had my wisdom teeth pulled and then I had like an eye surgery. And both of those times coming out of the anesthesia, I feel sick. It's nice since it's meds. Oh, nice. Next week is Labor Day? After Labor Day. No, Larry, what I'm figuring out is like I'm figuring out a medication I can take that's actually working. So I've spent my entire life not being able to go on the crazy roller coasters, or I'll push myself and do like one roller coaster because that's all I can do and I don't want to miss out being with friends and stuff. So I'll usually put myself through that, but now I might just be able to go with the flow. So I'm pretty excited about that. Cilantro. Disgusting. Ugh, it just smells so stinking gross. It's like offensive. It's not for me, it's for Ryan because he likes cilantro, and tacos I feel like are better with cilantro if you like cilantro. Probably enough. The loop, okay, so no, it's all, I'm kind of holding it together and then when it abruptly stops, my brain is like, whoa, I feel sick. If it had slowed down more gradually, I would have felt, I don't know. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe somebody knows the reason or can explain it. Your drop is in front of the, oh my goodness, the Mickey pumpkin is there. I saw Wonders of Magic posting about it and I was like, nope, not gonna look. Not gonna look because I want to see it myself. Last time I had it before, or had surgery, they put the patch on before I went under and I had no nausea coming out. Oh my goodness. Okay, I always thought that there was like maybe another reason for the nausea, but it's like, it's from the anesthesia, right? Because I get sick from that every time. Like sick, like I get sick from it when I come out from it. Like initially I feel real good, and I'm like, I literally said that was fun after I came out of my wisdom tooth surgery. I said that to the lady. And then after that I was like, oh, this isn't so fun. I don't, especially having to stand up. It's my first time having surgery, so they didn't know how I was going to react to the anesthesia. Lord, did it hit me like a truck though. I don't remember anything. Yikes. So I can't do Star Tours, but I did it with nothing. Nothing happened. Like I felt good. I don't know why that is, Matthew. I think everybody's equilibrium. I don't know. Is it your equilibrium? You're just weird. Thanks. What was your favorite part during the surgery? I don't know how I felt. I felt good. Speaking of that, I don't know if I can't remember if I told you guys about my dental experience recently, which, by the way, unfortunately, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to get this filling redone that I just had done. Yeah, I'm trying not to think about that until it's actually a problem, but I can definitely feel an ache that wasn't there before. I didn't feel anything, and he's like, wow, you don't feel anything? Because there's a cavity there, and it's been there for like a year. I feel it when I floss, but other than that, he's like, you should have aches and stuff. I was like, no, it feels great. And then after he did the filling, I had aches, and I was like, thanks, okay. But I've had a lot of like really bad dental experiences, really bad, like scary dental experiences, like now like 5, because at this filling, the dentist dropped a piece of one of the pieces of the like a tool, like a piece of plastic that was meant for like part of the process. He dropped it almost down my throat. Like I felt it dropping, and I quickly like somehow like closed my throat or whatever. It didn't let it fall, but it almost dropped straight down my throat. And so now I have another like thing to be afraid of at the dentist. I'm not going to be able to go to the dentist, period. After all of these things that have happened, it's so scary. And it's like all different people too. I've had people like give me the numbing stuff, and then I tell them like it's hurting, and they just keep drilling and they ignore me. I'm getting like shooting pain. I've had that. I've had that where they almost dropped the thing down well, they did, and then I caught it somehow. And the dentist even said like, good catch. And I was like, okay, that could have been really scary. But anyway, all that to say, this is my reason for when I go to the dentist now, if I have to have something like that done, like a filling, I need the like laughing gas to be calm enough to do it. Otherwise I start hyperventilating. It's kind of a newer development, and I hate it because I don't get this about anything else. It's just with that stuff. And even so, he had the laughing gas, and he put it on like a lower number, and I started like, I was like, it's not working. It's not working. I feel the same. I feel nervous. Oh, I feel really stressed. I'm going to be stressed the whole time. And it's like this like vicious cycle. And so he's like, okay, we're going to turn that up for you. And he turned it up pretty high. And he told me, oh man, I'm forgetting now like what he said. But he I think they usually do 50-50, like pure oxygen. But he does like 70-30 pure oxygen or something like that. Whatever it was, oh no, I can't remember. No, maybe it was like the other way. Whatever it is, you're depriving your brain of the oxygen to like achieve that like mind thing. And so he does the higher amount, like that he's like, a lot of people say you should do 50-50, but I think, and people see how I do it and they're like, you shouldn't do it that way. He's telling me this while he's doing it. What is wrong with people? I was like already panicking, and that made it so much worse. But then he turned the laughing gas up so high that I started feeling like tingly in my whole body. And I was like, I felt really relaxed, but I felt relaxed, like I couldn't really move much, but I was like, I feel like that feeling right before you pass out. And I just said it really calmly. And he's like, okay, we're going to turn that down a little. I don't want you to pass out right now. And I was like, okay, that sounds good. And so he almost knocked me out with it. That's a bad part of most anesthesia. The more rapid your pulse is, the less it works. So usually before, they'll give you anti-anxiety meds before they start doing anything. Yeah. I actually got a prescription for like Xanax for things like this, for if I have like a really, and I only use it for like the dentist or like, actually I used to get panicky on flights too. That was originally what I had gotten it for, but I didn't take anything because I was like, if I were doing the laughing gas, I'm not gonna take anything. Anyway, Watson, thank you for the 54 months. Welcome back to the Noob Nation. Anyway, this is probably like a lot of information. But anyway, all that to say, I didn't do anything before. I just was like, the laughing gas should be enough. And it wasn't. And I felt most of the time, I felt like I was on that edge of passing out feeling. And it wasn't a pleasant feeling at all. Overshare, I know. Too much. So much for cooking today. No, I've got the pork going right now. It's so going right now. It's going really well right now. And I've got cilantro. Oh, whoops. I don't know what that was. Cilantro. I've got cabbage and lettuce. I've got white onion. And this is all for our taco toppings. Thank you, Larry. I do too. I think I just won't go to the dentist anymore. That's probably what's going to happen. I'm going to need I'm going to let them make me pass out. And then they can do the work. I don't want to be conscious. I don't want to know what's happening. I don't want to know if you dropped an instrument down my throat. That's fine. Just gather it before I choke on it. Wait, would your body reflex and choke if you were unconscious? No. I don't think so. You don't have the same reflexes. Because you don't feel pain. Or you're not registering the pain. So you probably wouldn't feel that. I'm trying to think if it would be dangerous. Is his name, my dentist's name is Crentist. I sent you that's right, you did. That's up in Northern California. I'm trying to find something here now. I'm on team anti-cilantro as well. This is not for me, this is for Ryan, because he likes it. It went well, Trades. It was fun. So we did, I realized that everybody coming to the meetup would probably not know each other, and I wanted to make sure everyone felt comfortable. So our first activity, I was like, I'm going to do an activity once you guys all get there for the meetup to like a get to know you thing. But I didn't want to make it too much pressure where people have to go around and like share something about themselves. And you know, when you're waiting for the circle to come over to you and you're like, okay, it's almost my turn. I don't know. That's just me. Maybe it's just me, but probably a lot. Anyway, so I decided that we would play 2 truths and a lie. So once everybody arrived, I gave them a card and they wrote down 2 things that were true and 1 thing that was a lie about them. And then I read them for the group and we tried to guess, they would say who they were and we tried to guess which one was the lie. And so it was fun. Most of the people had really interesting things that they put on there. And so we got to know a little bit about each person. Actually worked out really well. I'll probably do that again sometime. Pretty sure you would still choke. Would you? I mean, would your body have the reflex of choking? Where's the hot salsa? We have sriracha. I love sitting next to nervous people on flights. I simply tell them that most flights crash within the first 3 minutes due to cargo hold shifting. You do not do that. If you do that, you are such a sadistic person. That's so mean. Thanks for following Cool Cat Paul. Nobody knows the truth about me. They're all lies. Speaking of dental experiences, last Friday I spent 7.5 hours in a chair for implants. And that was only for half of it, but I was knocked out for it. Oh my goodness. Yucks. Don't they have to hook you up to an IV if they do that? They always have to hook you. If they're going to put you under, they have to hook you up to an IV, right? I think they do. Okay, what are we doing next? I am making sure I have everything prepped for our tacos tonight. Let's see, what time is it? A little after 2. Okay. I think so. I will, so like a year ago when they did my teeth scans at the dentist that I got this filling done at, I told them I have sensitivity between these teeth when I floss. So this ended up being the tooth that had a cavity. And they're like, no, everything looks fine. So I knew something felt off like a year before they even told me, because you know your own teeth, like you know what it's supposed to feel like. So I'm a little frustrated because now he's like, it's pretty bad now. You might need a root canal. You probably will need a root canal, but I'm going to try to do this first. So he did something that's supposed to like help. So I think all around I probably just need to find a new dentist. I know there's like, there could be mistakes. Just don't floss. Okay. But I'm a little frustrated, I guess, that I felt like I knew there was something wrong. And now because it's like a year later, I probably need like a more intense procedure. I have never had a root canal, by the way, so I don't know what that's like. I apologize for not being in your streams much this year, but if you do another meetup, that sounds fun. Okay. I was so scared to so scared to meet you. I drank a Monster Energy drink to relax. That doesn't seem like a great idea. That sounds like exactly the opposite of what you should do if you're stressed out, because it's just going to make your heart race even more. You should hold your breath if you're nervous about something, because it slows your heart rate down because it's not getting enough oxygen. Boom. Tips. I do that before I sing like a solo, or when I have to speak, do public speaking or solo, I hold my breath right before. Not for too long. You don't want to pass out, but you want to just like do it long enough to slow your heart rate down. But soon you found out she's exactly what you see on stream, right? People usually tell me I'm more quiet in person, but that's probably because I'm not monopolizing the entire conversation like I do when I'm live streaming. The tooth they did next to fake feels like he pushed my fake tooth back and now they offset my bite and I hate it. Oh my goodness, that's the worst. That's like my bigger fear than like even the filling. I'm like, okay, just don't mess up my bite. Jason and I enjoyed randomly running into you at Disneyland last year. No, I think it was last year. I've only been doing this like 1.5 years, so that was pretty funny. So Larry B is friends with Jason and Nolan, who are twins, who, when I was in high school, stayed at my parents' house, our house, when they were traveling with their Christian college's like music group, their orchestra or whatever. Our family put them up because they were performing at our church. So my parents had them stay at our house. And so it's just kind of funny because I haven't talked to them since I was in high school. And I just, like, recently we ran into each other. And Larry knows them. I'm scary. Okay. I got one down when I was 6. Oh, wow. Okay. 6 titanium screws in my top jaw. Will you set off metal detectors? Pff, no, you are not. Oh, not quiet in person? Tachycardia? Okay, no, I'm not saying like hold your breath so long that you pass out. You just do it long, like when you're stressed and your heart's like racing, you can slow down your heart rate. You don't want to do it too much. Don't like hurt yourself. Jason and Nolan are currently scoring the horror film for Queen Mary. Fun fact. That's so cool. I'm so excited about that. Now that I know. I didn't know that before. That's really cool. My implant was a little high. My bite made it loose over time. Doctor had to unscrew it and readjust. Yikers. And they arranged all the music for Avengers Campus. Yeah. Pretty cool. Oh, Angelo. I like how you're like, no, you're not quiet. You're quiet. Quieter than I am. Be right back. Castro's done. Okay. Cool. Sounds good. Angelo's another person that went to the meetup. Honestly, I don't know. I would imagine so, though. I'm about another month or so. Once the top heals, I go back in for the bottom. Ooh, ooh, eek. Just a reminder, too, because I know it's easy to not go to the dentist because either you're scared or you just don't want to. It's better to go and do preventative stuff rather than having to do all this extra stuff. Because like the longer you wait, the more likely you are going to be to needing fillings and root canals and whatever else crazy stuff. You burned the meatballs. Oh no. That's not good. Are there any that are salvageable? That stinks. I'm kind of still trying to decide. I might prep a few more things, actually. Just two? Oh, good. Okay. You're like 2 of 3. Over ambitious. No, this is the thing. I was under ambitious this time. I was extremely distracted in the beginning of the stream. Okay. I'm going to prep stuff for the Thursday recipe I'm doing. Garlic, ginger. There's garlic and ginger. Oh, you look at the recipe. Garlic, ginger, jalapenos, red onion. I don't know why this whole time I thought I had 8 miles. Ooh, okay. I like just looked at it and I thought it was 9. Okay. I can do that. I can do that. Meat boulders? Ew. That's such a gross term. Meat piles. I know, Kim, I heard about that. I've never heard of that. It showed up on my app that they had canceled both shows. That's crazy. I actually thought it was maybe not like real news until I saw the announcement. Your Oogie Boogie stream remains one of my favorites. I got chills watching the Villains Grove. Me too. Which is making me seriously consider buying a ticket for it this year. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just remembered they're sold out for this year. They sold out like within days of opening the tickets. I'm so sorry. I feel really bad for saying you should definitely go. I just was not thinking. Unless you know somebody who has a ticket, because you can have it reassigned to you, or like you can get the ticket from someone else. But so you could check around and see if anybody can't go to the dates that they've already booked or bought. But I'm so sorry, I totally forgot. No, it made me tear up. I was tearing up after because it was so well done and so beautiful. It's hard to explain because it brought emotions. I don't know how it did that. But and it turns out I got a DM the next day or like soon after from the guy who actually created Villains Grove. And in the end of the video, my Villains Grove video, where I walked through it, you see a bunch of people like kind of silhouetted in the final scene of all the like light. And those are a bunch of people who also worked on it. So it was really cool that they were in my video, and that's why he came to DM me, because he was like, hey, we were in your video, and he liked that we were so excited about it. So that was pretty cool. Red onion chopped. Maybe I'll do it this way. I'm gonna mess this up. Yeah, no problem, Larry. Well, hello, Straight Eye. Hey, JQ, what's up? What are we doing? Okay, we're doing it from this side. This is produce prep for a recipe I'm doing later in the week, which is basil chicken with a coconut curry sauce. So we need 1 large red onion chopped. Coconut curry, yeah. Was that cool neck fan a keeper? Still using it? I use it some. I will probably bring it tomorrow because when it gets into the 90s, it's pretty miserable being in the sun for long periods of time in the lines, and it's kind of it kind of saves me from feeling too overheated. Remove the skin. Okay. Heat a large skillet. Add the chicken thighs. Remove. Repeat searing process with 3 other chicken thighs. Meanwhile, in a crock pot, coconut, milk, basil. Add chopped red onions, garlic, and jalapeno. Okay, I just wanted to know what to put together. Onions, garlic, and jalapenos. And then ginger happens later. Yeah, okay, ginger happens last. I'm just trying to see what the order of events was going to be. Oh, whoops, I forgot to peel this. Villains Grove line strategy. Watch the parade by Ariel's entrance. Then when the parade ends, you're steps away from the Villains Grove. Did I do that last year? I'm trying to remember. Because I remember that tip from last year. I ordered a neck fan with ducks on the side so my son and Chai would both enjoy it. Wow. My goodness. That's awesome. I hope you enjoy it. I definitely think it was a good buy. No, you didn't, but we had fun waiting in the line. You can't go wrong. Oh, that's right, we did wait in the line. I think it may have been, well, maybe I was heading to something right after. I can't remember what happened with that. Ooh, my eyes are starting to burn. Whew. So beautiful. I know. I love red onion. Red onion is probably my favorite type of onion. going to group together with the other stuff. Well, that'll fit in here. The balloons are making things really complicated. Okay, I think it'll all fit in here. Let's try. Then we'll do garlic and jalapenos last. Garlic, probably ginger, then jalapenos last. Because jalapenos make the board spicy, and I don't want to... I just worry about stuff being spicy that I didn't think was going to be spicy. So like if the onions touched it, and then I touch the onions, and I think the onions are clear, and for some reason I touch my eye or something. So that's why I always do jalapeno last, or like any kind of pepper. Ginger next. I always use a peeler. I know some people use a spoon for this, but this is just the easiest thing to me. I feel like I have a lot more control. Like how it wasn't working when I said that. Oops. Always use a knife, never occurred to me to use a peeler. It's so nice. I've got to head to work tomorrow early, leave early, so shall bid you good night. Catch you tomorrow. We are what a wall is to Walmart. Good night, chat. Enjoy the rest of the stream. See you tomorrow at Disneyland at 8 a.m. Benny. Have a lovely night and get lots of sleep for your shift tomorrow. Hi, Choji. Prepping some ginger. Totally never seems appealing, but then when you actually smell it cooking, it's like, ugh, so good. It's a root. Do you ever think about like who first discovered that something was edible and how many things people have discovered that were not edible? But then also like there are some things that are edible that you would not think, hey, let me try to eat that thing. But people have. Long time no see. I know. Hope you're doing well. Happy Monday. Prepping for some recipe I'm doing on Thursday, and I've already got something cooking in the crock pot today. think about that all the time. The poor soul that had to try it. Yeah. Very good, authentic Thai place in our tiny town. There are neighbors with fancy Thai landscapes and sculptures. More often than not. One big thing I think of is, so there's a type of coffee bean that has been passed by a monkey and then roasted, I guess, and people make coffee out of it. Who thought that was a good idea? Who dug through monkey feces to then roast those beans and make a coffee out of it? Who decided that? Do you sharpen your knives or do you have them sharpened? I have had them sharpened, but I'm really bad about that. I get criticized by people on here all the time for it. Let's see, coffee beans. I'll look it up. Monkey poop. The disturbing secret behind the world's most expensive coffee. Kopi Luwak is made from coffee beans plucked from civets? Civets? Is that how you say it? Civets feces. This is bad news for civets. It's the world's most expensive coffee and it's made from poop. Or rather, it's made from coffee beans that are partially digested and then pooped out by a civet. A cat-like creature. A cup of... Oh, I thought it was a monkey. A cup of Kopi Luwak, as it's known, can sell for as much as $80 in the U.S. I know, Walt. No, seriously, like, what in the world? They're like, let me just go through the people who determined the poisonous pufferfish was a tasty meal. Ugh. Would you like some monkeypox with your overpriced coffee? We're talking about animal poo coffee, yes. Amore 4136, thanks for following. Yeah, no, penguin, I think about that too. A lemming, yeah, sorry, I thought it was a monkey. Am I saying it right, civet? I guess it's like a type, it looks like a cat-like creature. Found in Southeast Asia and Sub-Saharan Africa, the civet has a long tail like a monkey. That's why. Face markings like a raccoon and stripes or spots on its body. Plays an important role in the food chain, eating insects and small reptiles, in addition to fruits like coffee, cherries, and mangoes, and being eaten in turn by leopards large...
You clearly need a distraction.
Because we're talking about poop coffee? This is a good stream. This is a fun day. Hi, Wilson. How's it going? You came in during a weird time. Hey, Khaleesi. How's it going? Hello. I don't like coffee, so thank God I would never want this. I might try it. I'd maybe try it. You gotta try it. Jaxius! Oh, hey. I know you. Oh, back in the gym again? Nice. This is not a recent surgery, right? Like, since the last time you came in and told us you had surgery? Or is there one since then? No more spine pain? That's amazing. Because, Wilson, you broke your back, if I remember correctly. It's honestly not that great, and they imprison the civets and literally force them to eat coffee. Oh, oh. So that's in their natural diet. So they randomly saw that and they're like, okay, yeah, this is good. We want to sell this for $80 a cup. Heard it in the Coast Guard. No, 6 weeks ago. Wait, I thought you said you had broken your back. There was something. Am I wrong? Why did I think you broke your back? I thought you broke your back. Because I remember thinking like, oh my goodness, breaking your back seems like one of the ultimate, other than like your neck, I guess, seems like one of the ultimate things to break. My discs had collapsed. Okay. Does that mean you broke your back? I thought that was how you described it, but I could be wrong. Okay, Rogue. It'd be Mountain Dew for me. I'm on a deserted beach as half-drunk bottle of Mountain Dew washes up from somewhere in the world. This is the greatest day of my life. Thank you, Chai, for the 3211 Tip, you clearly need distraction. I'm doing ginger. Oh, wait, why did that happen? Why did it turn a color? That's weird. Oh, okay, sorry. Back pain but not broken. Okay, gotcha. Well, I mean, still, that's not much better if you are incapacitated. And pretend you have the rarest coffee in the world. Oh, that's really sad. I didn't realize that. Their digestive enzymes change the structure of proteins in the coffee beans, which removes some of the acidity to make a smoother cup of coffee. Oh, but as civet coffee had gained popularity with Indonesia growing as a tourist destination where visitors wanted to see and interact with wildlife, more wild civets are being confined to cages on coffee plantations. In part, this is for coffee production, but it's also so money can be made from civet ogling tourists. Oh, that's probably what happened, Wilson. I feel like I specifically heard broken back, so that's why I was, I think, confused. Civet dung studded with partially digested coffee beans. Do you guys want to see what it looks like? I'm going to show you. So if you don't want to see this, look away. Let's see. How do I do this? There's like ads and stuff popping up, but here. Look away if you don't want to see.